messing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. With the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Got me back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Green Bay Packers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Brady now on first down. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Hey, Alabama. Mike, we said!
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Ajayi. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Let's go, let's go. Stop.
On play action, now Brady. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity. It went by the wayside, but let's not underscore what's going on with this.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Kentrell Brice picks it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the end. Completion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is Allison, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers. To Allison, good for a Green Bay 1st down. A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end, Graham. Packer first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Again, it's to Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And Davis has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on first down is Brady. Oh, he nearly picked it. Maybe daylight in front of him if he could have held on. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Brady will try again on second down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brady. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch. Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here we go.
On second down, here's Brady. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On second down, here's Rodgers. A dump underneath to Jones. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
319.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 yards there and a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go for it. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Shotgun now for Brady. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Tramon Williams, a veteran corner there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Check it. Hey, hold 66. Mike,
from the gun, it's Brady. They don't have his man. That's Edelman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he lets go a laser pulled in by Edelman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
319! 319!
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Graham. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Packers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
Hurry up.
First down, here's the run from Montgomery. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back to the ground, this time to Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Rodgers now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Montgomery hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From midfield, here's Brady. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Brady. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
That's fine. Yeah.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
319! 319!
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And Davis with it left side. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And the 2015 1st-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. This is Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Box it.
Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Over here.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You reset. Hey, easy.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. Touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady rifles one, complete into the hands of Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brady to Gronkowski, cover athlete to cover athlete for a Patriot 1st down. Brady now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Now it's Ajayi. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Brady to throw on second down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rob Gronkowski, his third touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Rodgers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Rodgers going to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Brady now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They run with Ajayi. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. On first down, Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Go 50. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they take a knee. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Patriots, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami.